All right, how you doing? Haven't seen my face in a bit, have you? Yeah, I know. Well, actually, I got my court date. Yeah, so I got my court date. Me versus my former employees. A bit of a time away, but I got my court date, which basically means I can start making videos again. Yay! Because like before, I might have said something that would have negatively affected, the possibility of the outcome of righteousness. Anyway, speaking of righteousness, out comes a story straight away, which kind of very similar to my circumstance, my legal position as it stands right now. Yeah, where is me? Anyway, yeah, it's me versus the school. Yeah, and funnily enough, then on this day, look what happens. Look. What? Former senior official says Downing Street are not telling the truth on Pincher allegations. We don't know what this one is. Chris Pincher, who apparently was a bit of a sex pest, but then after they found out he was a sex pest, he got promoted. Sounds a little bit like the school I used to work at, where the head of child protection was running around banging all the girls. Yeah, is that in North London? Yeah, sounds a little bit like that. What would happen if an individual were to report on that individual, whistle blow? Well, for me, I lost my job and I was unceremoniously fired and kicked out. My feet didn't touch the ground. On the other side of things, you get promoted. Let's go through this story. A former senior FCO official has said Boris Johnson was briefed in person on alleged wrongdoings by Tory MP Chris Pincher. You don't understand. They're getting away with so much at the moment, right? We are living under a Tory regime. The hostile environment is real. Some of you sellouts, I'm tailoring my words here, you probably realized by now, you thought you was going to get the biscuit. You thought you was going to get the cookie. But what does white supremacy do when it's done with its tools? They break them, don't they? Yeah, so some of you like boon coons out in the wind scrambling around to try and get a clue at the moment, aren't you? 2022 coming up to me talking about, I might be a kid, but Come out of my face, 2/3, come out of my face. But anyway, let me get on with this. In a letter to the Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards, Lord MacDonald has said number 10 is not telling the truth about the situation. No. You mean they're lying? No way. All right, hold on. Put a little bit of light onto it. Downing Street had initially claimed the PM was not aware of any specific allegations when he made Mr. Pincher Deputy Chief Whip. You see, these motherfuckers can run around being perverts, right? Abusing children, abusing adults, and they get promoted. See, me, righteous black man in the hoods, I come across one of these predatory pedophiles and I get the sack and I lose my job for years and they go off working for yay! What a wonderful country we live in at the moment. However, the spokesman later claimed that Boris Johnson was aware of media reports that others had seen over the years and some allegations that they were either resolved or did not progress to a formal complaint. Guys out here just grabbing. He's very handsy. Anyway, here's the letter that's caused the embarrassment on this day. You'll be seeing this news article. This morning I've written to the Parliamentary Commission for Standards because number 10 keep changing their story and are not telling the truth. To you, Miss Catherine Stone, OBE, Parliamentary Commissions for Standards, House of Commons. This was kind of like me kind of reporting things to the new head of child protection. Would be like, the previous head of child protection, he was a pervert, right? Let me report it to the new head of child protection. Ooh, feet don't touch the ground. North London. Yeah, man. Right, the Right Honourable Christopher Pincher MP. 5 days after Mr. Pincher's resignation as Deputy Chief Whip, there remains significant confusion surrounding complaints about his behaviour prior to the drunkenness he admits at the Carlton Club on the 29th of June. Oh, guy got a bit smashed, did he? Inaccurate claims by number 10, Downing Street, continue to be repeated in the media. On the 3rd of July, the BBC website reported no official complaints against Mr. Pincher were ever made. Well, we know that's not true. The guy's handsy. This is not true. In the summer of 2019, shortly after he was appointed Minister of State at the Foreign Office, a group of officials complained to me about Mr. Pincher's behaviour. I discussed the matter with the relevant official at the Cabinet Office. In substance, the allegations were similar to those made about his behaviour at the Carlton Club. An investigation upheld the complaint. Mr. Pincher apologised and promised not to repeat the inappropriate behaviour. There was no repetition at the FCO before he left 7 months later. The same BBC website report continued. Downing Street has said Boris Johnson was not aware of any specific complaints when he appointed Mr. Pincher Deputy Chief Whip in February. These guys get promoted. By the 4th of July, the BBC website reflected a change in Number 10's line. The Prime Minister's official spokesperson said Mr. Johnson knew of allegations that were either resolved or did not progress to a formal complaint. Added, it was determined not appropriate to stop appointments simply because of unsubstantiated allegations. Isn't that incredible? Unsubstantiated allegations. Hey man, I'm living in a world where they make up, they pull their allegations out of the arse. But unsubstantiated. I swear to God, like, this little epoch in British life has really shown people how dumb the ruling class are. I mean, obviously I got fired, but in order for me to get fired, they literally had to make a story up out of the blue because they've been trying for like 6 or 7 years. And quite frankly, they didn't possess the intellectual wit or even malevolence to put me in a situation where they could have fired me. They just had to straight flat lie. But now we've got situations where people are guilty. They've got track records of negativity, but these are unsubstantiated complaints. Wow. That's where we're living. And, you know, on this one, this is all them. I'm not going to get into my one because I'm going to start cursing out my own people. The original Number 10 line is not true, and the modifications is still not accurate. Mr. Johnson was briefed in person about the initiation and outcome of the investigation. There was a formal complaint. Allegations resolved only in the sense that the investigation was completed. Mr. Pincher was not exonerated. To characterize the allegations as unsubstantiated is therefore wrong. I am aware that it is unusual to write to you and simultaneously publicize the letter. I am curious of the... See, he's smart, right? He's writing to the standards and he's publishing the letter as well. I should have made my complaint and made some sort of copy at the same time. I was told to keep my mouth shut. I was told to do it word of mouth. And in case you have to do anything like this, don't ever do it word of mouth. Make sure there's a paper trail, right? Because basically even my manager was trying to save his ass by getting me to do it verbally. He was saving his ass. So at some point, if it comes back, it can come back on me and there won't be any paper trail of him giving me the green light to go and raise a concern, which I think is a bit of a betrayal. But anyway, such is life. We live and learn, right? I am aware that it is unusual to write to you and simultaneously publicize the letter. I am conscious of the duty owed to the target of an investigation, but I act out of my duty towards the victims. Mr. Pincher deceived me and others in 2019. He cannot be allowed to use the confidentiality of the process 3 years ago to pursue his predatory behavior in other contexts. It reminds me of a certain teacher. What would you be called if you made that weapon? Yeah, it's something, an arrow, right? But you would be the maker of the, wouldn't you? Dirty bastards running around on the planet. Anyways, you know, here we have an example of the degenerates being in power, lording it over you and laughing. These are the Tories that you thought were so much better. These are the enlightened, rich, wealthy individuals with a leg up in society that just have a little bit more of a grasp on power than you do, right? That's why you vote for them, you dunces. Look, man. You're going to see some stuff. I'm going to start doing some more videos. Right, I'm keeping my eye on this, obviously, because this is the debauchery, the degeneracy. But what are they showing you, black people? Have you not noticed? There's been a little bit of a gap. It's like, where are all the other adults making videos? We seem to have had a little bit of a gap. So we're missing a whole load of people out, and he's jumped straight to the little youth man. Them go, yeah, you look nice to do. Yeah, man's going to do this video. Man wants to rate you still. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me. Sorry, there's a little bit of a gap. Sorry, anyway, I'm going to be pushing on with the politics, be keeping up with the stuff that actually really negatively affects your life. You're going to notice a lot of other people creating content, and look, good luck to them, man, if you're making money and blah, blah, blah. But in terms of society, right, we should be focusing on the levers of power, yeah? Not where you're sticking your dick, yeah? Not who you're banging. Yeah, not who's to say, oh, she's going to go off and bang him. Oh my God, I mean, don't get me wrong. R.I.P. Kevin Samuels, because he was bringing people together, right? Watch out for those people who've got pure websites and YouTube channels documenting the genocide. Oh, they're killing killing us. They killed us again. Why did they kill us? He's a policeman and he was a black man, and oh, but he did kill us again. This is not right. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to hit the bell for all notifications to let you know when I make the next video. But this is genocide. Is this genocide? Is it genocide? Like, give me a break. You should know where you are by this point. Me, got my exit strategy, working on my exit strategy, working obviously trying to get some retribution from the dumbasses that kind of ruined my last 3 years of earning. But we're in boiling frog territory, right? There's another website out there called Boiling Frogs. I get it. I understand, right? But there's too many black people right now sitting down thinking everything's all right. How do I know? Because you got black people on Love Island. When did that happen? Clearly I missed a meeting. Black people on Love Island. This is all the dumb shit that's going on. Here's all the political stuff that's going on where they're actually putting the debauchery in your face. But don't bun that. The black people from Love Island, they got a bad shake. No, your black ass is on Love Island. You're a dickhead. You're a dickhead if you was on Love Island. You're a dickhead if you're watching. If you're black and you're watching Love Island, they ain't got you on there. So we're watching for. But you know what? In terms of how certain people have had their blackness transplanted out of their brain and put something else in, boy, we got a lot of dark-skinned white supremacists walking around at the moment. I should know. Some of them helped get me fired to protect the pedophile. Oh yeah, there was two black women that liked the pedophile. Oh, he liked his black girls though. But he liked his black girls though. Ain't no one like that running around defending Mr. Pincher. His own culture is 100% coming for him. Mind you, don't get me wrong, his own culture is coming for him, but you can see his own culture protected him and promoted him, even with all that nasty negativity on his record. Our people are the only one to go out there and promote a next pedophile and destroy their own. But anyway, yeah, this has been interesting, isn't it? The first, look on the news, right? Look on the news, you'll find that Boris Johnson knew that this dude was a bit of a handsy homo pervert, and he got promoted. Yeah. Oh, I don't expect Keir Starmer or, God forbid, his security guard to weigh in on this one. Nah, I mean, I'll be very surprised, but we will see on Wednesday. It is now Tuesday. Tomorrow, Prime Minister's Questions. Don't forget to tune in. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. No, I'm only joking. I'll be on Twitch, right? Catcher_Freeman on Twitch. And I'm going to fire up the YouTube channel again because, I can. So I'm going to start making YouTube videos with regard to the political circumstances that are affecting my people. Yeah, my people. Have you noticed, I'm going to be controversial here. Have you noticed the black people that the Metropolitan Police are trying to recruit? Have you noticed where they're coming from? You know where the black people, they're not Caribbean. No, they're now starting to employ some of the people that they trained for SARS in Nigeria. Oh, Lord. Yes, yes. Yes. You remember SARS in Nigeria? All the protests? Oh, yeah. The UK trained them up. UK trained up those Nigerians to go back and oppress their own people. And now the UK is starting to employ some of those Nigerians as police. Hey, you know what? It's all multicultural. They're all black people. They're all black people. I'll see you on the next one.
I am the king and will not be. I am the king and will not.